made it easy, but I wasn't past kicking it down if needed. Throwing it open, we stepped into the entry. It looked exactly as it had the last time I'd been in, as if my old friend was still around. Old man Sheffield had handed down his house, furnishings and all. To the right was a family room with a stone fireplace. To the left, a dining room with an antique table and chairs. Directly in front of us was a central hallway that led back to the kitchen, and also a staircase that led up to the second floor. It turned to the right at a landing halfway up. I'd never been on the second floor, but based on the size of the house, I had to assume there were 4 or 5 bedrooms. "Take this floor," I told Clint. "I'll head upstairs." Another cry bounced off the walls. I went up the steps 2 at a time as my friend headed toward the kitchen. At the top, I looked left and right. 6 doors, all closed. I stilled to use my wolf hearing. I picked up ragged breathing from the right. Shit. She was hurt, perhaps panicked, judging by the pace of her inhales and exhales. I stopped in front of the first door, listened. No. The second, again no. A whimper came from behind the third door, and I threw it open. Well... A bedroom, tan walls, 2 windows with cream curtains, wide open to try and cool off the room. A rag rug on the floor beneath a brass bed. None of that caught my attention for more than a quick glance. No. It was the woman lying on top of the unmade bed who had my attention. She must have come from the shower because a towel was wrapped around her, and her red hair lay in wet tendrils across the pillow. Her knees were bent, her feet planted on the bed nice and wide, and her hand was between them. She was holding a dildo, and it was crammed nice and deep in her pussy. I couldn't miss the patch of fiery red curls above that well-endowed toy, or the way her slick pussy lips were stretched around the latex cock. It was big, but not as big as me, especially not when I was instantly hard as a fucking rock. As for Clint's comment earlier, yeah, my dick still got hard. Even for humans. For her. I was hot all over, and not because of the weather. Holy fuck. She startled and gave a small shriek. Before I could blink, she yanked the dildo from her pussy with one hand, reached up and grabbed a gun from the bedside table. With the agility of a panther, she hopped to her feet and pointed it at me. Somehow the towel was still wrapped around her. I held up my hands. "Whoa there. Who the hell are you?" Even though she was armed, I gave the dildo on the bed a quick glance. It was shiny and slick with her arousal. Fuck. I stepped into the room and she took off the safety. "Easy," I soothed. "I'm Rob Wolf, your next-door neighbor. We heard you cry out and wanted to make sure you were all right." "As you can see, I'm fine." She was fine. Her cheeks flushed as red as her hair. Her ragged breaths made her lush breasts rise and fall over the top edge of the towel. Now that she was standing, I could see freckles across her bare shoulders, the taut muscles in her arms and thighs. She wasn't a small thing like Colton's mate, Marina. Natalie Sheffield was sturdy, solid, and had a fire in her eyes. Oh, fuck yes. That was all for me. So was the loaded weapon aimed at my chest. I wasn't worried about being shot, unless it was in the head. Otherwise it would hurt like hell, but my body would work the bullet out as part of the healing process. Pretty quickly, depending on where the bullet entered, it would pop right out. Still, there were other things I wanted Natalie Sheffield to do to me while she was naked besides shoot me. I took a deep breath to calm myself, hoping not to blow my load in my pants, and... holy shit. Holy fucking shit. My wolf howled and practically preened. This woman was my mate. I just knew. Her scent was masked by soap and shampoo, but it was undeniable. Sweet, tangy, and as bright as her hair. It smelled right, familiar, even though I'd never picked up the scent before. Natalie Sheffield, who had no qualms about self-satisfaction, was my fucking mate. She didn't have dainty little toys to get her off. Instead, she went all out. "Now get the hell out," she said. Her gaze didn't waver, neither did her gun hand. I heard Clint's footsteps coming down the hall, and I turned around and met him in the doorway. "Is everything?" Look at her.